Are you ready to create a life you crave? Let's spin that doom loop of negativity into an upward success cycle and start living lucky.
Good morning.
I'm Jana.
I'm Jason.
And we are living lucky.
That's right.
We're talking about pumping up your tires.
That's strong.
Sometimes you just need a little wind in your sail.
Little pick me up.
Yesterday we were taking a dance lesson and I literally felt like I was pushing through sand. And all we did was pump up my tires and I had this new pep in my step. And sometimes we just need that in life.
You know, I have my clients pump up their tires all the time.
Okay, I know that you listening to this are probably thinking, what the heck are they talking about? So let me explain. Pumping up your tires is literally looking back in your life and remembering how great you are. It is remembering the awesome that lives inside you. It is polishing the gold that for some reason we tend to stash away and we forget that it is even inside us.
Yeah, absolutely. And one part of my practice is journaling. And we all know that journaling is massively beneficial for us, but so few of us do it. So we know what to do, but we don't do what we know.
Okay, so let's stop right there. And if you're listening to this, you're going to want to get out a piece of paper and a pencil because after you go through this process, you are going to have a new perspective on life. Not only will you have a new perspective, but your confidence is going to grow. You're going to have this new energy about you, and you're going to remember that you are great. You were created for awesome, and you have a purpose in this world, and you're going to look back at your life, and you're going to go, oh my gosh, how come I am sitting here stewing in all of the pain and suffering when look how far I've come?
Yeah, I'm stewing in a moment from last week, or I might be stewing in a moment from 1 week of my life, and it could be a year later when really the compounding of the long years in my past, I've done so many wonderful, great things.
Everything I've done.
But I've just kind of let them slide.
You know, I was listening to a podcast from the genius, Tim Ferriss, and he does a similar exercise. I believe he calls it the reverse bucket list.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That's good too. But pump up your tires is better.
Well, I love pump up your tires because it's really apropos for who we are.
Pump up your tires.
Pump up your tires. This.
There's a song there. We just haven't worked it out yet.
Pump up the volume.
Yeah, that's where I was going
I know.
That's where I was going. We're on the same page. All right, here's the exercise. Jason, walk us through this.
So what I have my clients do is in the very front couple of pages of their journal, write down the biggest 10 moments in their lives where they felt the most loved, the most powerful, the most successful. And then before they, right when they get up every morning or before they go into the next presentation or the next sales call or the next moment.
It's a brag list.
Yeah, the next moment that they have to step forward in confidence or step forward with courage, if they read through that list, they kind of have this belt of ammunition that they...
It's anchoring.
That they can go in and say, you know what? I have done great things. I am powerful. I am successful. I
can
loved.
do this because I've done it before.
Yeah. It's almost like people that read the Bible
just a reminder.
live in that kind of reminder of who they are instead of what society or what the people that are telling them you're not enough, you're all these things. So it's a way to remind yourself that you have done great things, you will do great things again, and you can step forward in courage and faith.
It's a way to get into state.
Absolutely.
I believe that. So it's not only writing down your brag list, it's almost like your resume of fabulousness.
Yeah, and if you're going to go walk into an interview, which life kind of is an interview, each next new experience is an interview for who you're becoming. And you're going to be asked that question, well, who are you to become this?
And when you but here's the thing. So when you are writing down this list of, oh my gosh, I've done this and I've been here and I've met these people and I've had these conversations and I've had these experiences and I've gone through this and I've faced this adversity and I made it through. It's like, wow, this is a resume of everything that I have literally accomplished, been through, and it's a celebration. So it's coming at it from the other side of the coin. And when you do that, you need to attach an emotion.
Yes, feel it again.
Of not feeling the pain, but feeling the pride.
Yes.
You need to feel the pride of, yes, I could do this. I did it. That is why I'm here, and that is why I am in the situation I'm in today.
I am the freaking hero of my own story.
I am a hero.
And writing it down and reading it over and over again is the affirmation, because that is your truth. A lot of times we live in this truth of the wound, but the truth is in the success because you're here today.
So I'm just going to be very, very vulnerable right now. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's a playlist and it's called my transformation playlist. And it literally was, as I was going through my transformation, I started making these videos. Now, the thing about these videos is most people don't document as they're going through the transformation.
Because it's a hard, transformations are hard, they're painful, that you're digging up a lot of things that you're working through.
Most people document the aftermath when they're standing on top of the mountain and saying, look what I've been through.
Look at this flag I'm planting.
But I started documenting as I was going through it. And there's one video in particular where Jason and I started working out again. And we started exercising. And during the workout, I started crying.
Ugly cry.
Ugly, boo-hoo, almost hyperventilation cry. And I remember you saying, what's wrong? And the video camera was going the entire time. And I remember you saying, what's wrong? And I said, I just remembered that I am a Paralympic gold medalist. I just remembered that I'm an athlete and I haven't been acting like an athlete. I forgot my identity. I forgot
how powerful I am,
that I am an athlete. I forgot the strength and the
discipline and the determination
and everything that I put into winning that gold medal. And how hard I worked. And yes, I deserve to wear that gold medal and wear that title. And what I've really been doing in real life is laying on the couch feeling sorry for myself. And that is not how gold medal athletes act. And there was a disconnect, and all of a sudden I had this aha moment. And so by going back and
pumping up the
tires, it was like, yes, I remember who I am.
Yeah.
I remember who I am.
Because you had allowed that moment, like a moment, to kind of drag through. Because if you ride on low flat tires for too long, it affects the rest of the vehicle, so to speak, the body, the mind, everything. It's those thoughts that we feed. So if you give yourself that space, like Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., they're like, when life gets really busy and chaotic, they take more time for meditation. They take more time for self-reflection. They take more time for prayer. So if we give ourselves that space to self-reflect and then do it the right way and pump up the tires.
Yeah, and not reflect in, oh my gosh, I broke my leg. I don't have a job. Yeah. I've gained 30 pounds. I can barely transfer.
I'm not talking to my husband.
I feel so depressed. My husband and my marriage is falling apart. My finances have taken a crap hole. Like, I was seriously living in this life is happening to me. And when I stopped and had that workout, all of a sudden I'm like, I'm a 3-time Paralympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it just reminded me, I was created for greatness and a purpose. And that is not being narcissistic. That is not bragging. That is remembering who I am.
And then writing it out, it's like speaking it out. So a lot of times we'll keep these things in our head. And that's another thing that I've learned is sometimes we just keep all these thoughts in our head and we never bring them out into the world. And once you speak them out loud, which you did on the YouTube video, and once my clients write them on a page and read them, and sometimes I'm like, okay, let's read them out loud to ourselves. They become affirmations and they get real, because if they just bounce around in our heads, in our thoughts, then they just kind of echo around and they kind of morph into other things, or they just disappear and turn into not really being true. And we lock back onto the truth being something negative again.
I'm having such an aha moment right now. Even now, I want to say that as you go through transformation, it's almost like an onion that starts to
Make you cry.
that too.
It does, transformation
That too.
will make you cry a lot of times.
But it's almost like you shed a layer and then you shed another layer and you keep shedding.
I call that waking up to the next layer.
Yes, you keep waking up to the next
And it's beautiful.
layer. And as you keep waking up to the next layer, you realize that inside there is gold.
And there's flavor.
There's gold. There's gold in there. And gold, just so you know, the only way that people know that gold is really gold is by putting it through fire. And so in life, I think sometimes we have to sometimes go through the challenges and the difficulties to realize that there is gold inside. However, it is our job, it is our duty, and it is our life purpose to remember that we are made of gold. We are made of gold because God lives within us.
Amen.
I love it.
So pump up your tires and
Pump
start
up
living
the tires,
life lucky.
pump up the tires. Okay, so just to refresh your memory, get out a piece of paper and we challenge you to write down
10 things.
10 things, a list of 10 things.
10 moments in your life where you just felt just extremely proud of yourself, extremely successful.
Now, these don't
extremely
have to
loved.
be huge accomplishments. These can actually be
Just a deep emotional
times
connection.
where you felt proud of yourself for standing up. Maybe you felt brave in saying something that wasn't popular. Maybe you felt brave or you had courage to befriend someone when maybe they had betrayed you and you treated them with love. Maybe this was a moment where you were just proud to be you. You were just proud to be you. Write those 10 moments down because sometimes we forget. We forget that we are awesome. We are awesome.
Maybe
and
it's
don't
just,
you forget
maybe
it.
it's just that moment where you didn't feel like getting out of bed and you did.
Now you have made me cry because I've got that moment.
And you got out of bed. I love you.
Okay, guys. Thank you for shedding tears with us. Thank you for laughing with us. And thank you for listening to our crazy, terrible songs. We know they're terrible, but we're working on
And
it.
we love them. They make us smile.
We make God smile. That's why he
You should
continues
be
to give us
singing
inspiration.
and dancing through life.
Pump up the tires.
Here's pump up the tires. Live lucky.
Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye. If the idea of living lucky appeals to you, visit us at startlivinglucky.com.